Well, well, well. Look what the cat done drug in. Haha. Let me get y'all straight as usual. It's Bootsey TwoFly from TwoFly International. Sitting right here in the ATL, chilling. Hold on. Let me straighten out. Let's get this picture right. Alright, a little straight there. A little straight there. I think that'll work. When hanging out with your homeboys goes terribly wrong. And it does sometimes. It actually does. Let me put y'all on the game, man. Oh boy. I had a homeboy named Lequinton Walker. Oh my goodness, man. Lequinton Walker, man. Cool dude, man. Let me take y'all back. Let me see if I can take y'all back, man. I met Quentin through a buddy of mine. It's a guy named Quan that went to school with me. Quan was friends with Quentin. And oh man. So I seen Quentin a few times, hanging out with Quan and stuff like that. So I seen him, we speak, and I think one day I was on the MARTA bus. I was on the transportation, the bus, and I saw Quentin, and we just started talking, man, and we just, got cool, talked about, Quan and different stuff he was, different things he was doing at the time. So pretty much me and him started hanging. Long story short, we started kicking it, back in the day. You know how Atlanta was back in the day. It didn't matter if you was in a car. It didn't matter if you was in a bus. You just got with your homeboys, borrow a car. Everybody pile up in one car, and we ride in Atlanta, ride to all the malls, hang out, go to people's houses, things like that, and just kick it. That's how Atlanta was, man. We just kicked it back in the day, and everything was cool. We catch the bus, go downtown to underground Atlanta, kick it, walk around. Sometimes if you need to shop, go get something to eat. And that was us all day. That's how Atlanta used to get down. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 90s, early 2000s. That's just something that we did. That's how life was back then here in Atlanta. So, getting back to Quentin, man. So we started kicking it. And this is right around the time I moved in with my brother. I had to move in with my brother Damon. Got into it with my mom one time. Got into it about some bullshit at the time. Got kicked out as usual. Once again, getting kicked out the house, and I ended up talking to my homeboy G-Ride. So G-Ride, cool cat. I met them boys in college. G-Ride was like, "Hey man, you alright?" And I was like, "Nah, man." Got into it with my mom. Kicked out. He said, "Well, call up Damon. Call up D-Dog." Alright, call up D-Dog. Go over there. Moved over there, man. Just start kicking it. Out there in Summer Hill, in the Summer Hill area. For those of y'all that don't know, that's pretty much where the Braves used to play. Turner Field, it's where Georgia State is. Georgia State Stadium now for the college. So, stand there, and Quentin would come over, man. Everybody came over. Just to get this right, everybody came over to this house. Everybody. This is a lot of shit happened at this one spot, this one neighborhood in Summer Hill. I mean, everything went down. And y'all will hear these stories as I, continue on. But in the future. But man, Quentin would come over there, and I think this is around the time at first we would catch the bus. Sometimes he'd borrow his dad's car, or I don't know, rent a car. I would rent cars, and we just ride around, chase girls, ride around, just, all types of crazy shit. And this guy here, man, he was what you call, at the time, I want to say he was definitely stir crazy. Every bit every bit of stir crazy. You know what I'm saying? If that's the best definition, stir crazy. Absolutely, just would do things and get himself into some shit all the time. I mean, I was always in the shit and he was too. But we was together. We hung together quite a bit, man. But I'm telling you, this guy here, one of the craziest memories of him that I have, he's it was this one, I mean, he's married now. You know, I've seen him a couple of times. We chopped it up when I see him. You know, he's married, a couple of kids right now. I mean, this dude back in the day, the old Quentin, I never will forget. You know, I was fucking around with the chat line. We used to call the phone chat lines and shit. And we would meet chicks on there, you know, chop it up, you know, the old school shit, the old chat connection. And we called, you know, meet chicks. So one particular night, it was in the wintertime. And, you know, I put him onto the chat line. So he called a little phone chat line, you know, meet up with some chicks, you know, and he said, so one night I was bored. I got off of work, back when I was working at the airport, and he called me. He knew I was off that day. I think this was a particular day I might have been off. Yeah, I was off. So I was absolutely bored, and it's nighttime. It's cold as hell outside in the winter. Had to have been like January or something. And so I'm like, damn. I'm like, man. So he hits me up and say, hey, Boots, man, I just met a couple of chicks on the chat line, bro. Get your clothes on and you know, put your clothes on. I'm gonna head over to your crib, man. Put your clothes on. We're gonna head out there. And I'm like, shit, you ain't said nothing but a word. Somebody hand me my damn belt. We going to chase these women. You feel me? So I'm going out here. We going to chase. You know, I loved adventure. Chasing women. I didn't give a damn if I walked or got a ride around the corner with anybody. Hell, I was having so much fun when I was a young man. Jesus. Really young then, but so we get our clothes on. He picked me up. He said, yeah, man, we're going to ride to Stone Mountain. You know, so we in Summer Hill, which is basically downtown. Downtown Atlanta. It's basically downtown. We ride to Stone Mountain, which is the east side. So I didn't know as much about that area. I knew a little bit that I remembered from riding around, getting lost back in the day. So we get to Stone Mountain, and, you know, we out there, and so he hooks me up with a friend. He said, yeah, man, she got a friend. I'm going to hook you up. You know, back then, everybody was hooking everybody up. It was more prominent than it is today. We got dating sites, and you can just bump into people now, but that was our thing, hookups. You know, do she have a friend? Ask her, do she have a friend? You know how that shit went back in the day. I don't know. So, get out to Stone Mountain, you know, having fun, playing music, loud, and, you know, so we pull up. You know, he had just bought this car. So we couldn't wait to ride around together on our off days and our spare time. We get Stone Mountain, and we go to this apartment complex off of never will forget Memorial Drive. So we go in. So he introduced me to her, then introduced me to her friends. So I was basically playing second fiddle. I was playing interference. So I was going to distract, the other chick, keep her company while he go in the back room. So he head in the back room, he go up in the back room and shit. And so what was so crazy about this, I'm thinking, damn, he finna smash this chick. They gonna, he gonna pound that. He gonna be back there pounding. I'm gonna be trying to get up on the friend. So the first thing I noticed, friend was cool, little dark-skinned chick. She was alright, at the time. So we just started chopping it up. We started joking around, just talking. But when I noticed her, she had like how when you go to the hospital? But she still had a hospital band on her wrist. And I'm looking like, damn, what happened? Did you get burned? You know, I'm thinking like, oh, that shit don't look too good right now for me. It ain't too promising if it looked like she got burned. You know what I'm saying? That's my mind. I'm thinking, man, she might got something or something happened. Is this motherfucker got on a, you know, a hospital band. But, so they in the back room, kicking it and shit, talking. So all of a sudden, you know, everything got quiet. I'm thinking, yeah, he's probably in them guts. He's smashing. You know what I'm saying? But so all of a sudden, we start hearing this commotion, like rumbling and like shit was falling over. So I remember the chick looked at me and I looked at her and we like, she said, hey, damn, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I don't know. I'm thinking it's kind of like that Friday movie when Uncle Elroy was smashing the chick upstairs. He took the chick upstairs and started smashing, and Ice Cube was like, damn, Uncle Elroy. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Unc. So I'm thinking, oh shit, they getting it on. But then the shit got louder and it got louder and the shit got louder. I'm thinking. Then I started hearing sound like some shit breaking, like a glass got knocked over. And I'm thinking, okay, what the fuck's going on back there? Are they getting it on, or are they fighting or wrestling? And then I could just hear her saying, you play too much, boy. And I'm thinking, oh, that's Quentin. Quentin always played too much back then. You know, he was, you know, a fun guy. He was real tall. That motherfucker was 6. You know, I'm a short motherfucker, technically. Well, I'm average, 5'9". I ain't that tall, but I'm average. I ain't gonna slam dunk the basketball. I can shoot the motherfucker, but I can't slam the motherfucker. Been trying that shit for years. I ain't successfully done it yet, you know. But anyway, we start hearing more and more commotion, and I'm thinking, okay, what in the fuck is going on? So finally, she opened the door. She ruffled up. Her clothes is muffled. He's sweating. She's sweating. And I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm looking at him, and the homegirl's looking at him, and we like confused. Like, damn. And her homegirl said, damn. What the? You know, what the hell's going on? So we get there, and then all of a sudden, she like, your homeboy play too much. And I'm thinking, what happened back there? She like, this motherfucker back here trying to wrestle me. Oh, I don't know what to do with him. Oh, it's just terrible. It just don't make no damn sense. So she's like thinking, I'm thinking he's coming over here to smash the chick. And this nigga back here, come to find out, he back here wrestling with the chick. I don't know how this shit started or what. But he was back there wrestling the chick. Like WWE style. Like Vince McMahon would be fucking proud of the shit he did that day. Like, he didn't even try to smash. Then he all of a sudden grabs the chick and started wrestling her in the living room in front of me and her friend. Picked her up, knocked over her brand new lamp. This man done tore up her whole bedroom. Like, they wrestling. She's like, you got to fucking go. She's like, you? She's talking to me. You, Boots, you all right. You a cool motherfucker. But your boy, he play too fucking much. And I'm sorry, but you got to go with your friend because you came with him. You know? So me and Quentin, we walked to the car. And I'm stunned because I'm thinking if he smashed, I might be able to smash him. Maybe. So we sitting in the car. He ain't even crank up the car. You know what I mean? He ain't cranked up the car or nothing. We just sitting there like just and staring straight the fucking head. So I finally, after about 3 minutes, we just fucking sat there. So I finally look over and I say, hey bro, what the hell happened back there, bro? And he's like, he didn't say shit. He just kept looking forward. Cranked the car up. And he said, I don't fucking know. And I'm like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do now? That was Quentin, man. We just pulled off. And I'm like, what the fuck?